How's it going, Boogie?
Doing well.
Defense has obviously been playing very well this year. I was just curious, do you guys have a nickname for yourselves? Do you refer to yourselves as anything?
I can't say that we have a specific nickname, but now that you bring it up, that's you make a great point. We might have to figure something up coming up here these next couple weeks.
What's going on, Boogie? You've been here for a while now. You guys seem to play really well in November over the last few years. What is the secret to the success that you guys have had when this month comes up?
I think it'd just be our culture here, really. I think our coaches harp on it, our leaders, all our players. We just know that, the best teams keep getting better as the year goes on. So we attack every practice the same way, every meeting, everything we do. We don't really, as the season goes, we don't lighten anything up or chill out at all. We just keep going the same way we've been going. So I think that's how we've been doing it.
Alex, how did you guys approach this week off in order to kind of get yourselves ready for this final month of the season?
Yeah, really we just approached it kind of with that same attitude as we have to get better. Everything we do, every practice especially, we have to get better. Every individual rep, we can't take any breaks. Everybody's doing something, and so we knew that we had to get better in whatever we did, and so we grinded, and then got a couple off days, used that to get our bodies well, and now we're ready to play.
Going back to the bye week, well, if you could have had a choice, would you have rather have a game following the Oklahoma game because of the performance in that game, and since, hey, you've got a hot hand, just keep dealing?
Yeah, I didn't really think about it like that. I was talking to some of my buddies, and I kind of was telling them, I wish we had a game. I mean, bye weeks are good. You get to, rest your body, chill out for a second. But when you have a bye week, you're not doing anything. You're not able to move up. You're not able to beat anybody. And so that feeling of just watching other teams win and watching other guys do this, that, and a third, it's kind of you just want to be out there so you can go win. You can go do this. You can make these plays. And so, as good as a bye week is, you definitely have a feeling of angst. Like you just want to go out there and play.
Kind of for you personally, you're coming into your last month here, fifth-year senior. Have you thought at all about kind of these last steps at South Carolina and what you want to accomplish these last few games?
I actually just started thinking about that a little bit. Just my time here is wrapping up, and so there's a lot of great memories I've had. And so certain things I just know I really got to cherish, whether it's just the guys running out, sandstorm, little things like that. So I just have to, cherish every moment I have and work hard because of all these great moments.
What's the process of preparation when you're not exactly sure who's going to be at quarterback, and do you have to prepare for both guys?
I would say so. You never know what you're going to get on the field, especially teams with multiple formations, looks, quarterbacks, whatever it may be. So you just have to be prepared for as much as you can be and know that the coaches are putting you all in the best situation. So you just have to trust the game plan and execute. And after that, everything should really fall in place.
Boogie, these next 5 games will determine y'all's postseason. So I know you just think about the next game, but being an older guy, do you talk about that situation and say, these next 5, you win all 5, going to a real good one, or just say, got to win 2 more to get to a bowl? How do y'all approach that?
Nah, yeah, we have every plan to win out. That's never been a bowl game. We're not really thinking about bowl games. We're just thinking about specifically A&M, but if there is ever any chatter of later in the season, it's winning out. It's not get to a bowl game. It's let's win the rest of these games. And so, most importantly, though, we're just focused on going 1-0 this week, and then we'll worry about next week.
Alex, what have you seen out of Texas A&M's offense so far?
Yeah, they're a good program, very disciplined. They do some good stuff, and so they like to play football. And so I think it's going to be a fun game, a great opportunity coming into Williams-Brice. And so it's just one of those games that this is SEC football, one of those games that you commit to South Carolina for, you go to these schools for. It's one of those games.
Obviously, with a different offensive coordinator than they had in the past when you've played them, but what have you seen out of those guys? And obviously, it can be a little different depending on who the quarterback is. But is it a lot different or similar than what they've done in the past?
The one thing, talking about formations, everything like that, it kind of gets, iffy or whatever. But they love to run the ball. That's one thing they focus on. Having multiple quarterbacks, that kind of can throw things off just because it adds a little more to what they can and can't do. But hey, we haven't seen too much of what they're doing this season through other teams, but I think we have a great game plan, and I think we can really execute it. So I feel excited.
I think it was Mazio who told us that the wide receivers are able to gel so well because it's like a non-judgmental room. Would you say that there's something maybe off the field that just the defense as a whole, especially with you as a leader, does, or kind of like an environmental factor that allows you guys to succeed on the field?
Yeah. Really, I think it's just we're all competitors. We all love to win, and we all work really hard to win. And so I think that's the biggest thing about our team, especially our defense, is we're all so hungry. And so every day we're competing in practice and note taking, whatever it is, we're competing. And we all really love each other. We want the best for each other. And so when we go out there and play, we're playing to do great things, but we're also playing for that guy next to us. And so I just think it's how we all compete. We all want it, and so it's super easy to work with like-minded guys.
You guys have come within a play of beating LSU and beating Alabama. When you look at a game like this that might come down to one or two plays, is there something you can take from those previous experiences? Is there something that you guys need to do to finish out those games?
Yeah, I think you said it right there. Really, just finish. We've done a lot of good things. We've also done some bad things, and I think a lot of those bad things have to do with finishing. And so that's really what it comes down to, is when we get in those big moments, those couple plays that really determine a game, capitalize and, do your job, execute, and finish, and then everything should fall in place. Thank you all.